Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here with,
Friday.
and this is going to be kind of a different video. So if you don't like these types of videos, yes, look at that hair. Then let me know because this is going to be a medical rant, and we've been talking a lot about this. I know a lot of you. I said a little bit about Brad's appointment, but I didn't say too much because we were both kind of in our feelings about it and what happened. And do you want to start, honey?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Um, I had an appointment Wednesday with our new family doctor, and we've been here 5 months, and it took me 4 months to finally be able to get into a doctor. I know. Teresa's talked about this about uh, when I told the truth on how I was feeling, and basically the doctor's office kicked me out because I was too sick to see the doctor, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of things that's happened at that doctor's office that I I really question it. But anyway, went to the doctor's office. I had a feeling that I know, he just glossed over all the issues and everything I brought up. Then he wanted to see me to a different specialist, and the only way I feel like that I got attention, like for my toe, was to pretty much shove it in his face,
Yeah.
And then there was, I don't, was that, oh, it was a sign in the office that said that if you have an appointment, the only thing that they will look at is what you put on the list when you made the appointment.
Yeah, so like if you put a general checkup and you're 3 months out, because they want to schedule you 3 months out, and then the day I have to go in, but maybe I have like Brad's toe, you would have to make a separate appointment because you're only allotted so much time, and I get that, but I don't know. This doctor didn't listen to a thing that Brad said or a thing that I said. I was trying to get him to address the swelling, the edema and stuff in Brad's legs and feet. Nah. He didn't he didn't say anything about his diabetes, and it's out of control. He's in the 300s. Last night he was 486. And nothing. Refers him to an endocrinologist. Okay, so in the meantime, because an endocrinologist can easily be a month out, you're just going to continue to let his diabetes just run crazy?
Yeah.
Now, when I had my initial appointment, then they sent me for blood work, a week later. And then a week after that, I was scheduled to come in and see him so to go over the results. But I didn't get that. Brad had fasted because Brad knew that he was going to have to do blood work, but there was no appointment scheduled for Brad to go over Brad's paperwork, his lab results at all. He basically didn't care about Brad's back or hip or question why this 60-year-old man is in using a walker and barely able to still use a walker. We're going to be looking for a new primary care doctor. Because also, when he did a physical on me, he must have been running. Well, he was an hour late, which I understand emergencies happen. But he didn't do a full physical on me. I've had full physicals before. I mean, all he did was check my breasts, and that was it. You know, like, other doctors have, they kind of check to see if you have any mold that might be suspicious and ask you about any stomach trouble and stuff. Nothing. So yeah, we're gonna keep him for now because we do have to have some kind of medical care. but we're going to be looking for a new primary care doctor within our insurance network. This is unacceptable, and I
Yeah.
am so angry that we can't get Brad some help. You all know that Brad needs, I mean,
Brad needs help.
when we first moved to Florida and stuff, I mean, this man was able to walk. He used to help me. And now he is getting very close to having to be in a wheelchair. He and I have talked about that a lot because just to do the walker and stuff is so fucking difficult for him right now. And standing up, I think when we can afford it, so we're going to get a recliner that has, what it lifts. It'll help him greatly being able to get out of the chair and stuff. We're making the best of it, but when you can't get and I know North Carolina has wonderful medical care, okay? But this doctor, all he wants to do is send you to specialist. That's all. I'm not like that. I'm not going to go to the hematologist. I don't need to go to a hematologist. He can knock it off with, that I might have cancer or something. You know how many times I've had doctors tell me that? The reason my blood work is messed up with the high white cell count and the platelets is because my body's fighting an infection or was. That's it. You know, I don't need to go to a hematologist to run so many unnecessary tests. Now, the cardiologist, yes. Okay. The endocrinologist, okay, I get that too. And even with the nephrologist, which I finally do have an appointment with them at the end of the month. So, but with I Brad has got to be able to get some help. I mean, he needs to see a neurologist. He needs to see an orthopedist. I mean, he needs some help with his diabetes. I don't want him to go into the hospital. I didn't do a freak out, but I wanted to do a freak out last night over that, his numbers being 486. We slammed some fast acting insulin in him and I made him drink a whole bunch of fluids, just start flushing the system. It's down 350 something this morning.
337.
337. So it's down, which is great. We're going to keep working on that, But I'm still sharing my insulin with him. This doctor was told that. Did he do anything to, hey, I think he probably needs a fact acting insulin of his own. No. He acted like he didn't care about that.
I hate to sound like an old guy, but I am, so I'm gonna. But it hasn't been that long ago. It's like the Dr. Bartley that we had in Panacea. She was absolutely wonderful, and she didn't send us to every freaking specialist, so we had to deal with somebody else. And then Dr. Lawrence in Casper, Wyoming, he was another one where he didn't. He very rarely sent us to specialists. He took care of us himself.
I don't understand why primary care doctor wants to send you every specialist like that. I'm having a lot of problems with my arthritis, especially on my left side. I'm not saying anything because he'll send me to a rheumatologist. Instead of him saying, well, let's try this, let's try that. No.
Yeah.
It's like he just thinks he's a puppet master and I'll send you to this doctor and that doctor. And it's like, okay, every time I go to a specialist, it's a $40 copay. Thank you. Every time they want to run tests, it's buku bucks out the butt too. I mean, we can only do so much. We got to have some money to live on.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why I had to reschedule the echocardiogram. We don't have the copay right now, which they don't even tell you what it is. Could I find out? I'm going to have you call the insurance company Monday and find out from them.
Yeah, because I did call.
You called the echocardiogram place.
And they said, well, when you come in, we'll tell you then.
Yeah, and it's like, we might need to kind of budget that out and make sure we have it. I mean, what do they do if they walk in and people don't have it? I guess,
Yeah.
But it's like...
Yeah. And, it's just... I cannot believe that with the fight for me to get in to actually see a doctor.
Well, it's like
And
the
then,
primary care doctor schedules him out for 3 months. You schedule a man with uncontrolled diabetes 3 months out and chronic back pain and hip pain and balance problems that he could hardly walk with a walker? It's like there was no care given, you know? And it's like,
yeah.
we can do better than that.
Oh yeah. Well, and then with my toe,
Yeah.
him sending me to a wound specialist, and they can take up to 2 weeks.
Well, because now they can take up to 2 weeks because this doctor put in a routine wound, which means, it's no biggie instead of an urgent one. That whoever you talked to even told you that.
Yeah, and
Is he going to call and correct it? No.
yeah, and then and especially with stuff like this on your feet.
Yeah.
With the diabetes. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the last time it was the same toe. The last time that happened to it, when I checked my feet when I was putting on my socks that morning, they looked fine.
Yeah.
And then when I took my socks off, that toe was completely black.
It looks like it's healing now, but as soon as he finishes up that antibiotic, I mean, last time he was on IV antibiotics that we had to do at home. But then he also had to go into the infectious disease to have his toe, to have a new dressing put on, and for them to check it and everything, because I was his driver. And I mean, for this, why couldn't the doctor have said, "Oh, I made a mistake. Let me re-put in that order"?
Mm-hmm. Well, and also, I feel like for a primary care doctor, I could do it. All I need to do is I need to act like either a maitre d'
Yeah,
or somebody like that, where you sit there
that's a
behind
good one, a maitre d'.
yeah, you sit there behind a podium, and then you tell
Yeah,
them, somebody comes in and they tell you what's going on, and you say, well, you need to go there.
yeah,
You
that's
know,
all he's doing.
yeah.
You go see this specialist, you go see that specialist. Like I said, he's one. I am not doing the hematologist, and I'm not doing the pulmonologist right now, and I'm not doing the mammogram because the more you push me on that mammogram, the more I'm going to get resistant. But also, I've got bigger issues going on than that. With like getting my husband some health care would be fucking awesome. Sorry for the language, people. I'm just really mad because as long as you let that diabetes go out of control, and if it could control it with just diet, he would be, and he did for a long time. Like that, I'm not too sure that my kidney issues didn't stem for the fact that my doctor let my UTIs go for so long that now I've got kidney disease. Because I didn't have kidney disease before. I can't prove it. I know the diabetes and kidney disease, but still. But it just makes me so mad. It's like, and it makes me mad when doctors don't tell you what you have. My doctors never told me in the hospital that, oh, you have kidney disease, stage 3. Not until I saw the nephrologist 2 weeks after I got out, and we're just going over stuff, and he nonchalantly mentions that, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what?
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
And with Brad's toe and stuff, I don't know what it's going to take, but this is medical malpractice on the wound care. The doctor put in the wrong order. So if anything happens with this toe, we might look into legal counsel because this is medical malpractice. I very much would like to call and ream the clinic out and say, hey, you need to tell our doctor. Do I ever want to go back to him? No. Why do I need to see him in 3 months when he's got me going to every specialist for every little frickin' thing I might have? If I develop a pimple, I might as well just get myself a dermatologist because that's what he's going to he's going to do. If I had an abscess or anything,
Well, who knows? Maybe it's the buddy system where.
Well, he had gloves on. He didn't even touch your toe, though. Yeah, his toe had bled. It looked, and his foot was all bloody. But he didn't even touch it to see about the infection or anything. He just kind of leaned over and looked at it. I'm sorry. I thought he was a really good doctor the first visit I had and stuff, And I'm sorry, but maybe if he was more concerned about the patient than his religious beliefs and trying to shove them on you.
Your anger's starting to scare me.
Well, fuck me running, man. There, I said it. I'm a little bit of a cusser, and you guys all know that, and I try to get it, but fuck me running. What is it going to take to get a fucking doctor?
You're gonna have to put a disclaimer in the title about.
Well, and if I call them up and go, can somebody even fucking help me? Nobody can help me. They're just going to go, we need to get you a psych appointment. Because your anger's starting to scare us. And it's like, I'll be the nicest person ever if you just will see my husband, please. Thank you very much. See him and do something with him, okay? I can't do anything with him. Somebody do something with him. You were supposed to rant more.
I see. You'll have to watch this video because there's several times I've started to speak.
You speak now. Speak.
I'm scared too.
No, go ahead, man.
But,
a little fireball.
It amazes me because I remember, back in the olden days, when you'd go see a doctor and they could take care of everything.
Yeah, I miss those days. I mean, I miss the days of Dr. Todd opening up my boob and him and Brad performing surgery. That was nice.
Yeah. Talk about scaring the cock right out of me.
I've had some breast exams, but never internally like that.
Yeah.
Brad saw the inside of the boobie.
Yeah. But it amazes me, and I'm wondering if with these people keep dinking around with this, is it going to be a point where I am permanently in a wheelchair?
And I wonder, it's like, what is it going to take for Brad to be seen? Is it going to take me taking him to an emergency room? But probably then they'll just say, then if I took him to an emergency room because he's in so much pain, would they then just label him a drug seeker or something? Because he's not on any narcotics or anything. But, I just don't know what it's going to take for Mr. Heidi to get some medical care. And I mean, he's more concerned with getting me scheduled first thing with pain management. I blankety blank manage my pain, thank you very much. I didn't ask for that. Okay, now if I was on narcotics, you need to get me off of them, you need to teach me some stretching exercises, or whatever kind of crap that is. Great. Because, see, I can look up all that kind of crap myself. I'm a great researcher. Brad will tell you that.
Yes,
I can research the F out of anything and find, I can find stuff most people can't. I didn't ask for that. I was more concerned about my kidneys and my heart because that would seem to me to be more prevalent of, and like with my husband, something is going on neurologically with the balance and stuff. Things are happening. He's starting to lose a lot of feeling in his hands and stuff. You address that to the lovely doctor, and he bypassed that. I think he said he was going to send Brad. Hey!
Come here, Charlie.
Charlie, come here. You don't even have any idea. There's some guy walking down the street. Heaven forbid. But, he just kind of ignored it. I think he said he was going to refer Brad to an orthopedist. And he also needs to see a neurologist. you know, and you can send Brad to an endocrinologist.
Yeah.
You know.
Really getting mean with Charlie.
You know, and we had to fight like anything because, you know, nephrology was supposed to be, I was supposed to be seen by them over a month ago. And they were waiting on test results from the doctor. And gee, it's kind of funny. Right after you called, they called the next day, set up an appointment. So, but anyway.
Well, and we've read articles about how great the medical care profession is in North Carolina, but
and I think it is. Like my cardiologist is top notch. Mm-hmm. Really is.
Yeah. Yeah, but so far we got to figure out how we can get in to see these.
It's finding a primary care doctor that has an opening. We're gonna have to start with who takes our insurance.
Yep.
Which is, you know, not hard. It's just Blue Cross Blue Shield. So, but then we're gonna have to. We'll probably be put on a waiting list, and that's okay. We'll use this dumb SOB until. Well, you don't mistreat my husband, okay? You know, it's that thing about, you know, you could be unhappy, or, you know, like Brad and I could be in the middle of a fight, but if somebody else said something,
oh yeah,
disrespectful to him or did something disrespectful for him, then it's on. It's on, sugar cakes. Let's go.
Sugar cakes.
We're gonna rumble.
Or if somebody would be disrespectful toward you,
right? Then it's like it's a rumble, you know. And I mean, I know all of us that are married feel that way. It's like you can do whatever the heck you want to me, but you do something to my spouse.
Yep.
You know, I got a lot of time and investment in this dude, okay? I mean, this is who you live your life with. You lived your life, if you've been married a long time like us, and like so many of you guys, I mean, we've committed our life, and we're living most of our life with these people. I mean, you know, so he's a weirdo. Yeah. That dog, I'll tell you in a separate video. But anyway, yeah, we're going to find. Brad's been upset, and he didn't say anything the first day or so, and I didn't really say anything, and I think we both were just kind of sitting back on our hind hunches in our feelings and kind of going over the visit. And I know you guys were asking, and you guys kind of were clued in about, hey, it wasn't a very good visit because they're not saying very much. And you guys know us well enough by now. But, yeah, it's... But, you know, it took us a while. What I was thinking about, it took us a while to find a good doctor in Florida. We went through quite a few doctors, you know, in different places. We ended up going back to the original place we went to, but we got a different doctor. Because that first doctor we did not like. No. She was a lot like this doctor, where she just kind of breathed in the room, breathed out, didn't really play anything, do anything, wanted to refer you to everybody in the world. Yep. And, you know, it's like, so it took us a while. It took us a few years, in fact. Yep. But we will find a good fit. Not every doctor's going to be a good fit with everybody. Yeah. So we'll find one. So. Oh, yeah. We definitely will. Anything else, huh? No, I think we've done enough damage. Okay, well, I'm going to do another video just of normal day stuff. So, and while this one uploads. So, love you guys. Cherish your friendship so much. Thanks for listening as rant, hoot, and holler. And sorry for the cuss word, but sometimes, yeah. Anyway, say bye, Brad. Bye, Brad. Bye, guys.